What is up, everybody? How are we doing tonight, folks? Or afternoon, whatever it is. Alright, let me get the first thing going. Guys, we got 4 left in the first random. If anybody wants to get that one rolling. We're going on early in hopes that we can get like 2 of these going before, and then I'm going to leave for a little bit, but I'm going to be coming back online a bit later. Alright, so if we want to get those 4 spots filled, the first break will commence right away. So let me know who wants to close out the first one, and then we will be good to go. So again, anyone wants to get one of the last 4 going? Alright, so as I said, only 4 left. Once those 4 go, we can start off the first break. And then we can go from there. As I said, just so you guys know, the game plan is I'll be live till 5. And then I'll be back live at around 7:30, I believe it's going to be. So we'll be live twice today. It's an early one right now. Yeah, I will go live a bit later as well. So if we can come get these last 4 filled, then we will be good to go. And then I'm hoping we can get maybe 1 to 2 extended and maybe another break or 2 before, and then obviously finish off later on tonight. But I would love to see what the extended's got in store for us. We got 4 to go. That is all. So whoever wants to knock that one out nice and early, that would be great. Darren, you'll take 2, beauty. the faster we can get these filled, the faster we can start. And then we can move on to the next one. So who wants those last two guys? Oh, it looks like they're all going. Alright, so Darren, I got yours. Thank you, sir. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I do plan on doing 2 blogs today. One is going to be till 5, and then hopefully get a few going, and then finish off the other one right after I get back. I'll be around 7:30. So if you guys do want to get, for example, Metal Legend, Premier, Engraved, the extended was Clear Cut, the Triple Blasters, any of those going as well, I'm happy to do them all, just so you guys know. So please feel free. You missed it. Well, Abby, if you want to listen to some of my advice, you're hardly out of bed. I will tell you, from what I saw today, the Dallas and Arizona spots had a lot of stuff, at least from what I saw. And they are available in Team Select number 1 if anyone wants to jump on those. So, throwing that out there. And I do think we can get this, the Team Select done as well. But again, guys, there will be a time limit 100% that I got to follow. As I said, I have to be offline by about 5 o'clock, 5:05. I will be back online at 7:30. So there'll be 2 blog sessions today. Early afternoon and our evening one. I was going to say normal evening one, but it's not really normal because I just changed it up when Ashley's gone, so. Alright, 8:31, guys. I'm going to get the ball rolling on the randoms, and we'll start off the break. So good luck. Here we go. 23,831. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's go. I am in the store. I don't know if you saw me. I was in the office doing a little bit of paperwork. So this next time, ask for me. Because I'm pretty much always there. So. The only day I'm not here is Saturdays. Dan, you want to get Eric? Yeah, always ask for me. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we can easily get that second team select going if you guys wish to just grab a few spots in it. There's a lot of good value teams there, especially the price points, guys. I would love to do. I would love to do that right after, so that way we can do 2 of them before I inevitably leave. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. Got the main event here. Mr. Eric showing up again. Look at this guy. You want a knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife. All right, good luck, everyone. Here we go, 23,851. We've got the extended 24-25. It's always that one side I can't do. Man, this cardboard's thick. 2 C's. It is thick cardboard. Just saying. Eric liked that one. For those that don't know, it's near impossible to get Eric to smile. So. Just watch how focused he'll be, guys. And just like the last 25 breaks, he's never beat me. We've got I'm going to show you guys all the cards in the beginning first. See, look, he's already nervous. A rookie reflections of Casey for the Devils. Triple dimensions. So I will show all the cards in the beginning nice and slow. Young Guns, you guys have seen those ones. Pickering for Pittsburgh. And an encore of Kucherov for Tampa. So all the first time inserts I will show you guys. And then we'll continue on. We've got a Maverick Bork SP Reflections for Dallas. Maverick Bork. We got a Silver Skates of Lecker-Mackey for Vancouver. Those are nice. Kind of looks like dollar signs in the back. And a canvas for Utah of Sergachev. We got a clear cut for Florida of Reinhardt. Our first draft of McGroarty for Winnipeg. Actually, sorry. Oh, God. Penguins. Why do they do that? Like, seriously, why do they do that? And a Beehive of Suzuki for Montreal. So, guys, if I say any of the teams, Eric generally is pretty good. He shoots out about a 70% accuracy rate. We got a future impact for Philadelphia of Mishkov. We got a pros and prospects Bedard for Chicago. Pros and prospects. And we got a Young Guns canvas of Grands for Philly. Philly. Ooh, a swagnificent of Line A. Those are pretty swaggy. He looks so good there. Good looking man. We got a first draft of Offman for the Rangers and a pros and prospects for Utah of Keller. Reflections of Nadu for Carolina. Future Impact of Gauthier for Anaheim. And a canvas of Kemper for LA. We've got a triple dimensions of Richie for Colorado. A Korean? My gosh.
No idea what you're saying.
Rakowian? We're going to say Rakowian. We're going to go with Rakowian, and then we will double check this. Rakowian.
Definitely wrong.
I think yours is better than mine. And a Dazzlers of Luchenko for Philly. Rakowian. I like it. I'm going with it. Silver Skates for Florida of Barkov. Ooh. We got an Oracles Connor Bedard. Oh. Oracles of Bedard. I love it. Chicago. Crushing. And a Pros and Prospects again of Keller. I just want to make sure there's no differences on the two Kellers I just had in the same box. Nope, they're both pros and they're both prospects. Weird. Getting high on the WD-40 in here. We got a number to 100 Connor Geeky Reflections for Tampa. Young Guns of Hellenius for the LA Kings and an encore of Stammer for Nashville. Triple Dimensions of Nolan Allen for Chicago. Beehive of Forsberg for the Preds. Leo Carlson Canvas for Anaheim. Pros and Prospects Gold of Zellweger for Anaheim. We got a Young Guns of Portillo for LA. And a Sam Reinhart for Florida. So you got a clear cut base and a regular Outburst Silver. We got a Silver Skates of Nazar for Chicago. Pros and Prospects of Lafreniere for the Rangers. And an Oracles of Kucherov for Tampa. I think these are going to be very popular. The Oracles. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, they look good.
They do look good. Thank you. Thank you for your commentary. Alright. Chair still makes a bit of noise. It's okay. I feel like it's a little better than it was before. Again, the one thing you're going to find out with Extended is the value per box is pretty damn good. It's so consistent. So consistently scary. We got a Triple Dimensions of Ogren for Minnesota. Young Guns of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. Pros and Prospects of McKinnon for the Avalanche. Reflections of Lane Hudson for Montreal. Silver Skates of Power for Buffalo. And a Morgan Frost for Philly Canvas. We got a Future Impact of Cider for the Red Wings. Beehive Rookie of Lane Hudson for Montreal. And a Chitrin for the Capitals Canvas. Ooh, nice. Bolduc for the Blues first draft. Encore of Matachuk for the Jackets. And a Young Guns clear cut for Buffalo of Kozak. Young Guns clear cut Kozak. We got a Triple Dimensions of Rempe for the Rangers. Grabenkin for the Maple Leafs. And a McGroarty for the Penguins. Dazzler. We have a Silver Skates. What are these, number 2? To 200 owners? Yeah. Sorry, it's very hard to see, guys. To 200 of Jarvis for Carolina. Casa for the Red Wings Young Guns. Encore of Brad Marchand for Boston. Silver Skates of Kadri for Calgary. We have an Oracle. That's a cool variant. For Philadelphia, Mishkov. Different color. Mishkov for Philly. Already doing great. And a Pros and Prospects of Boston Pasternak. We got a Future Impact of Kopitar for LA. Pros and Prospects of Lysell for Boston. And a retired canvas of Esposito for Chicago. We've got a Reflections of Geeky for Tampa. Silver Skates of Bedard for Chicago. And a Larkin for the Red Wings canvas. Pros and Prospects Gold of Bryson for Vegas. We got a Young Guns for Montreal of Dobish. Sweet. And we got a Pickering for the Penguins. First draft outburst silver. And by the way, if anyone wants to do the grading, if you do the 1 month grading checkout, you'll get them back in the 1 week time period. We always do that in releases, so take advantage of it, guys and girls. We've got number to 999 rookie trilogy of Ogren for Minnesota. $9.99. First draft of Costa for the Red Wings and a Will Smith Beehive for San Jose. We got a triple dimensions of Dean for the Blues. Oracles for Philly, Konechny. And an encore of Caulfield for Montreal. Sweet. Get the Obi. You get the Obi yet?
Not yet.
Ah. We got a Silver Skates of McCann for Seattle. Mishkov for Philadelphia first draft. And an encore of Bichelle for Dallas. Reflections of Sveshkov for Nashville. Future Impact of Horvat for the Islanders. Canvas for the Rangers. Trocheck. Triple Dimensions of Bolduc for the Blues. Pros and Prospects Larkin for the Red Wings. Buniers for Seattle. Canvas. Oracles of Nylander for the Maple Leafs. Oracles. A Young Guns for Philly of Grands and a Casa Beehive for the Red Wings. Triple Dimensions to 100 for Dallas of Maverick Bork. Triple Dimensions. We got a Young Guns of Sasson for Vancouver and a Celebrini Beehive for San Jose. We got a Reflections of Zellweger for Anaheim. We got a Dimensions of Bork for Dallas and a canvas of Ehlers for the Jets. Silver Skates of Morrissey for the Jets. Maverick Bork, first draft for Dallas. Dazzlers of Scheifele for the Jets. We've got a very nice $4.99 trilogy rookie, Lane Hudson. Hudson. Young Guns of Sveshkov for Nashville. And a Pros and Prospects, Lane Hudson for Montreal. Silver Skates of Marchand for Boston. Encore of Matthews for the Leafs. And a canvas of Makar for the Avs. We got a future impact of Pasternak for Boston. Encore of Lane Hudson for Montreal. And an Oracles of Pedersen for Vancouver. We've got a Pros and Prospects Gold of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. A Svechkov for Nashville first draft. Outburst Silver of Hamilton for the Devils. We got a future impact of Thomas for the Blues. A Beehive of Crosby for the Pens. And a Oracles of McKinnon for the Avs. Okie dokie, so far so good. Okie dokie. We've got a Reflections for the Sharks of Mukama Doolin. Young Guns checklist between Lecker Mackey and Will Smith. So that'll be a rando. Pros and Prospects for the Penguins of McGroarty. We got a Reflections of Doan for Utah. Silver Skates of Bratt for the Devils. And a Canvas Montembeault for Montreal. Black and white variant canvas of Kent Johnson for the Jackets. Lecker Mackey for Vancouver first draft. And a encore of Mishkov for Philly. We got a future impact of Geeky for Tampa. Beehive of Matachuk for the Jackets. Canvas for Boston of Zadorov. We've got number to 25, Red Outburst McNabb for Vegas. Red Outburst McNabb. First draft of Bolduc for the Blues. Encore of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. We've got a triple dimensions of Will Smith for the Sharks. Young Guns of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. And a Dazzlers of Carlson for Pittsburgh. Silver Skates Ovechkin for the Caps. Pros and Prospects of Yossi for the Preds. Oracles of Panarin for the Rangers. For the Rangers. We've got a Mailou, Reflections for Montreal, future impact of Jack Hughes for the Devils, and a canvas of Marchesso for Nashville. We got a triple dimensions of Lambert for Winnipeg, Pros and Prospects McDavid for the Oilers, and a canvas for the Blues of Brett Hull. So retired canvas for the Blues. Number to 100, 250, sorry. Deluxe for the Canes of Nadeau. Kevin, if you go to our checklist, they should show it, I believe. Young Guns for Colorado of Inala. And we've got a Beehive rookie of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. Encore Gold for Philadelphia Konechny for Philly. Young Guns of Lysell for Boston. And we've got a Mitch Marner Outburst Silver for the Maple Leafs. Struggling there? Silver Skates for the Sharks of Will Smith. Doan for Utah Pros and Prospects. Oracles of Draisaitl. Oh, interesting. Okay. Is there a number, maybe what it is? Like, certain numbers are higher, Kevin? Obviously, we've opened different colors, so that would make logical sense. But maybe it's like 1 to 50 is one color. Because the Mishkov was definitely a different color. I think, who was the other one? There's one other guy who had a different color. We've got a silver skate of Suzuki for Montreal. Casa first draft for the Red Wings. Darlene for Buffalo Encore. Reflections of Ogren for Minnesota. Future impact of Lane Hudson for Montreal. And a Devils canvas Dougie Hamilton. Young Guns of Willsby for Nashville. Beehive of McDavid for the Oilers. Oh, that was a bit of poop. We got a clear card for Utah of Cole. Young Guns of Minor for Colorado. And a Beehive of Bedard for Chicago. Eric's tripping out right now, guys. We got a triple dimensions of Gauthier for Anaheim. Pros and prospects of Bichelle for Dallas. And a Gallagher canvas for Montreal. We got a reflections of Gauthier for Anaheim. Triple dimensions of Bryson for Vegas. And a Brat for the Devils canvas. Silver skates of Svechkov for Nashville. Nazar first draft for Chicago. And a Cooley for the Utah Mammoth Dazzlers. We've got numbered, that's an interesting one, numbered to 333, Future Impact of David Pastrnak. Numbered 33 of 333. I like it. Boston. And a Young Guns of Milne for Minnesota. And a Pros and Prospects of Geeky for Tampa. We've got a Future Impact of Forsberg for Nashville. Encore of Barkov for Florida. And an Oracles for Buffalo of Darlene. The Buffalo Sabres. Silver skates of Zibanejad for the Rangers. Encore Will Smith for the Sharks. And a Theodore canvas for Vegas. Beehive Gold for the Winnipeg Jets of Morrissey. Celebrini first draft for San Jose. And an Outburst Silver of Luukkonen for Buffalo. We've got a Future Impact of Will Smith for the Sharks. Beehive of Gauthier for Anaheim. And a Oracles of Crosby for the Penguins. I need some packs or cards. One of the two. Oh, thank you. Ooh, we've got a Triple Dimensions of LaRue for Nashville. Encore for the Red Wings of Raymond. And a Sasson Young Guns canvas for Vancouver. Sasson. We got a Silver Skates of Point for Tampa. We got an Ogren first draft for Minnesota. And a Dazzlers for the Blues of Bolduc. We got a Future Impact of Malkin. I feel like he's already been impacting. For the Penguins, Beehive of Aho for Carolina. And an Oracles of Pastrnak for Boston. Silver Skates of Stammer for Nashville. Beehive of Barkov for Florida. And a canvas of Monahan for the Blue Jackets. Beehive Gold for Pittsburgh of Malkin. Lecker-Mackey first draft for Vancouver. Outburst Silver of Leeson for the Anaheim Ducks. And we've got a Future Impact of Darlene for Buffalo. Pros and Prospects of Stan Coven for Dallas. And an Oracles of Nylander for the Maple Leafs. Nylander. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Oh, look, we got a Piece of a card. Ooh. Something's missing from one. Who was it, Eric? Eric, find out who that is. Alright, we got Silver Skates of Raymond for the Red Wings, Byfield, LA, Celebrini for San Jose, Doan, Utah, Mishkov, Philly, Gauthier, Anaheim, Draisaitl, Oilers, Jarvis, Canes, Tippett, Philly, Hudson, Montreal, Hughes, Vancouver, Stankoven, Dallas, Hintz, Dallas, Stone, Vegas, Kyrou, Blues, Matthews, Leafs, McKinnon, Avs, Ogren, Minnesota, Kachuk, Ottawa, Dobson, Islanders, and Hyman for the Oilers. We got Reflections of Gauthier, Anaheim, Ogren, Minnesota, McGroarty for Pittsburgh, Celebrini, San Jose, Lecker-Mackey, Vancouver, Nazar for Hawks, Rempe, Rangers, Bolduc, Blues, Geeky, Tampa, Hudson, Montreal, Stankoven, Dallas, Wallsteed, Minnesota, Mishkov, Philly, and Will Smith, San Jose. Dimensions of Stankoven, Dallas, Sveshkov, Nashville, McGroarty, Pittsburgh, Geeky, Tampa, Wallsteed, Minnesota, Mishkov, Philly, Hanzik, Calgary, Doan, Utah, Mailou, Montreal, Lecker-Mackey, Vancouver, Zellweger, Anaheim, Luchenko, Philly, Othman, Rangers, Hudson, Montreal, Celebrini, San Jose. We got a Future Impact, Nazar, Chicago, Kaprizov, Minnesota, Aho, Carolina, Stankoven, Dallas, Kachuk, Florida, Caulfield, Montreal, Lecker-Mackey, Vancouver, Makar, Avs, Kucherov, Tampa, Pedersen, Vancouver, Marner, Leafs, Panarin, Rangers, Eichel, Vegas, Celebrini for San Jose, and a Keller, Coyotes. We'll do this one now. Beehives, Mishkov, Philly, Malkin, Pittsburgh, Stutzel, Sen, Stankoven, Dallas, Pasternak, Boston, Makar, Avs, Hedman, Tampa, Demko, Canucks, Morrissey, Jets, Kreider, Rangers, Nazar, Blackhawks, Ovechkin, Caps, Robertson, Dallas, Matthews, Leafs, Hughes, Devils, gold of Robertson for Dallas, and a gold of Ovechkin for Washington. Oh, already did those. There you go. Pros and Prospects, McCann, Seattle, Bork, Dallas, Bryson, Vegas, Matachuk, Blue Jackets, Ogren, Minnesota, Crosby, Pittsburgh, McTavish, Ducks, Gauthier, Ducks, Kaprizov, Minnesota, Pedersen, Vancouver, Celebrini, San Jose, Smith, San Jose, Rontanen, Avs, Ovechkin, Caps, Wallsteed, Minnesota, Gensel, Tampa, Mishkov, Philly, Lecker-Mackey, Vancouver, Zellweger, Anaheim, Othman, Rangers, Matthews, Leafs, Nazar, Hawks, Bobrovsky for Florida, a gold of Mishkov for Philly, Encore, Horvat, Islanders, Nazar, Chicago, Celebrini, San Jose, McDavid, Oilers, Marner, Leafs, Stankoven, Stars, Gauthier, Ducks, Toffoli, Sharks, Rangers, Panarin, Konechny, Flyers, Crosby, Penguins, Hughes, Canucks, Ovechkin, Caps, Kaprizov, Wild, golds of Hughes for Vancouver, and Crosby for Pittsburgh. Dazzler, Suzuki, Montreal, Othman, Rangers, Konechny, Philly, Rontanen, Avs, Huberdeau, Calgary, Toffoli, San Jose. We got the pinks of Geeky and Mishkov for Philly. Oh, Mishkov. Canvases, Holloway, Blues, Reinhart, Florida, Hopkins, Oilers, Ekblad, Panthers, Thomas, Blues. Tanev, Leafs, Toffoli, Sharks, Hayes, Penguins, Cooley, Utah, Gensel, Lightning, Omar, Sens, Thompson, Sabres, Jackeye, Montreal, Letang, Pittsburgh, Sod, Blues, Pareko, Blues, Korchinski, Chicago, Shea, Nashville, Hintz, Dallas, Zari, Flames, Dickinson, Blackhawks, Martinez, Chicago, Young Guns, actually I'll put these down there, black and white variant of Grands for Philly, black and white canvas variant, Young Guns. Black and white of, ooh, that's nice, retired Pavel Datsyuk for the Red Wings. And a black and white of Marc-Andre Fleury for Minnesota. All right, next little batch here. We've got an Oracles Ovechkin for the Caps. Bolduc for the Blues, the pink variant. Aho Canes, Keller Coyotes. Actually, I don't know if there are supposed to be. Yeah, these are all different colors. That's interesting. Pasternak, Boston. Geeky, Tampa. McCann, Seattle. Will Smith, San Jose. Gauthier, Anaheim. Kopitar, LA. Suzuki, Montreal. Johnson for Dallas. Konechny, Philly. Robertson for Dallas. Mishkov for Philly. First drafts of Nadeau, Carolina. Wallsteed, Minnesota. Will Smith, Sharks. Lambert, Jets. Celebrini for San Jose. Nazar, Chicago. Nadeau, Carolina. Ogren for Wild. Geeky, Lightning. Lambert, Winnipeg. Pickering, Penguins. Bryson, Knights. Gauthier, Ducks. Mailou, Montreal. And a Geeky for Tampa. Young Guns of Wilsby, Nashville. Kozak, Sabres. Milne, Wild. Berard, Rangers. Klurman, Penguins. Grimbenkin, Maple Leafs. George, Islanders. Bichelle, Stars. Lysell, Bruins. Bradley, Colorado. Phil Haber, Colorado. Jaska, Carolina. Ligar, Devils. Hyrie is Stars. Matachuk, Blue Jackets. Yeah. Kozak, Buffalo. Bradley, Colorado. Stezka, Kraken. Smith, Sharks. Bichelle, Stars. Casa, Red Wings. Another one of those, so that way one each, which is great. Matachuk, Columbus. Jaska, Young Guns for the Canes. And a minor for Colorado. All right, now for the bigger stuff. At least that's what it looks like. A Young Guns canvas for Montreal, Dobish. Young Guns canvas of George for the Islanders. A Young Guns canvas of Casa for the Red Wings. A Young Guns canvas of Berard for the Rangers. A trilogy to $9.99 for Colorado of Richie. A Pros and Prospects Gold for the Sharks of Will Smith. A $4.99 Stan Coven for Dallas. We've got a $9.99 Sveshkov for Nashville. We've got a deluxe Young Guns of Bichelle for Dallas. $250.
Yep. Yeah, we'll have some trouble.
We've got number to $250 deluxe of McTavish. And we got a McDavid base. Oilers. I guess it's like an all-star variant, maybe. McDavid. We got number to 100 Barron for Winnipeg. Yeah. Yeah. All-star, okay. Number to 250 of Martunik for Carolina Deluxe. Number to 250 of Sealer for Philly. Number to 250 of Draisaitl for the Oilers. Kevin, I would, especially with that 1 week turnaround deal that we're doing. 100% do it. Delorier for Philly. Exclusives. Number to 250 for the Penguin. Oh, no, sorry. It's a clear cut. Clear cut of Gensel for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Clear cut. 250 for Florida of Aaron Ekblad. Outburst Silver of Carlson for Pittsburgh. Outburst Silver of Lundestrom for the Ducks. Outburst Silver of Burakovsky for Seattle. Outburst Silver of Lyubushkin for Dallas. Young Guns Outburst Silver, Will Smith. That's pretty sweet for San Jose. Congrats. And a Young Guns Outburst Silver Stezka for Seattle. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Again, guys, I would recommend anyone who wants to get the cards graded, get them done. Do the 1 month checkout, and then they will be done in a week.
Yeah, so those black ones are record size, so yeah, so with the justice officers, they're right here.
All right, let's see where we are now, guys.
And then yeah, those are so unfortunately with tariffs, it's been really hard to get regular tumblers or tumblers in general. Our distributor's going direct with all the pro from China. Yeah. So hoping in a month we'll have restock.
So hopefully we have a bit more in this team selector. We can get one more done. All right, guys. So I could easily get one more going if you guys want. We need 9 more spots, and we can get that one going. Actually, what surprises me is the teams that are left did very well. Dallas, as I said, did very well. Vegas, St. Louis, Tampa, Nashville, New Jersey all did very well. Islanders had a couple of young guns, and Canvas's young guns.
This one here? Yeah. You all be great. Only need an 8. Hot up? Yeah. There's a bounty for 50,000. Oh, really? Yeah.
So if anyone wants to grab one of those final ones, they would be very good value, and we can at least get one more, maybe 2 more breaks going. So who wants to get it going next?
Nice. I'm hoping them to win tonight. Hopefully they can win tonight, go to the finals, and beat Florida.
Yes, they need to beat them this time around.
Yeah, so cool. It's so nice to see.
It's a lot of leaps there, like the Cnc Breaks.
Yeah. I've been talking for the season.
Yeah, I know that with the neon.
Was it in the neon?
Sort of. I know.
So again, if anyone wants to grab a couple spots, that would be great.
I didn't know it was neon.
I mean, that's kind of what it looked like the camera angle I saw on this camera here, but he skated off, so
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't neat.
So who is next? We just need a couple people, and we can easily get a second one going, guys.
You know, with the, I think I told you, you know, the show on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shows?
I'm trying to make it here.
Oh, yeah, training night, Saturday night, but there's also a show during the day at Maxwell's.
Oh, really?
For 7 up there, yeah.
Oh.
CCT and Sports Breaks.
Oh, right.
So $10 to get in as a VIP for the first hour, and then it's free after that.
Oh, okay. All right. Sweet.
Want to pay it all, or?
No, I should be good. I'll do whatever you do.
So again, all we needed is a couple people grabbing a couple spots to get it going, and we should be good. So St. Louis looks like it's going. Who else wants to grab another spot or 2? Again, you guys just saw Dallas do very, very well. Islanders, in my opinion, did very, very well. So, one by one, we're getting them done. It looks like Tampa is now going. Funny, all the teams I'm not saying. Maybe you guys don't like the teams I'm telling you. But that's okay. I'm glad the other ones are going. They're still going to do great. So we're down to 6 left. So we can easily get 2 of these done. Maybe even squeak out a third if it really got going, but definitely 2. But we just got to keep the pace going on this. And then obviously I can do like Metal Legends and stuff like that, and then the rest we can finish up tonight. So Tampa, Vegas are gone, or going to be gone, and then we got 6 more to go. So whoever wants to clean out those ones, that would be phenomenal. We just need a couple more going. ACC, I'm hoping we get them all going, to be honest. It's just up to you guys to get it going. So I will be on a bit later as well tonight, so I'm more than happy doing it. Guys, we are now down to officially 6. We are down to 6 left. So who wants to get one of those final 6 going, and we can get the second case going? Any and all of them are really, really, really good teams, guys. So. If we can just get a few more closer, that would be phenomenal. So let me know. We just need those 6 guys and we can do a second case. Ideally, it'll be much better to get the second one done before I leave, just so you guys know, because it's a lot longer if it's me by myself. So keep that in mind, please. Or if you guys want to get Metal Legends going, or the Ingrained, or the Blaster, whichever one you guys want to do, I'm happy with. So let me know. Again, more than happy to do it. Only 6 left in 848, guys and girls. So let me know. Again, I am very confident we can get it going if we can get a couple more going. We're so close. Well, I'm more trying just to make sure we get the next one going, ideally. So, if we can get a couple more, it looks like I think Nashville is gone. So, that's another one done. Your game, yeah. Well, we got 5 left now. Five left to go. We are so close. And again, New Jersey and the Islanders are both very solid teams. Well, he did the one case so far, Sticks. I'm pretty impressed with it. But again, it's pretty consistently good. There's not much, that much different. Like, we know it's always going to be consistently good. Right now, we only have 5 left in the next case that I'm hoping to do, but we are on a bit of a time crunch, so I'm trying to get these ones going. Well, the Will Smith Outburst Silver Young Guns was nice. The Bichelle Deluxe Young Guns was nice. We got a Dobish Young Gun Canvas. So all 3 of those are pretty solid hits. So let me know if anyone wants to get the next one going, guys. We are very close. Easily can get it done. And as stated, guys, for those paying attention, I will be on later tonight as well. I'm just doing kind of like a little intermission, so a couple, hopefully fire off a couple in the beginning. And then the game plan was to go on around 7:30 again for all the other breaks that you guys want to do. But I wanted to get a couple of these going first. And then obviously clean out a bunch of the other breaks, so that's kind of the game plan for tonight. How about this, guys, just to help you guys along with this? Because all the teams left are actually pretty damn solid. So I think this is pretty fair. Any combination of 2 spots out of those 5, so Arizona, Dallas, Rangers, Devils, Islanders, will get an overtime pack. So if you take any 2, you will get an overtime pack. I said the main reason why, guys, I just want to get it going. So that is my fun deal to just help get these going. There you go. New Jersey Islanders are gone. Someone's getting some extra. And let's be honest, guys. Dallas, Rangers, and Arizona are pretty much 3 of the top teams you can get. I feel like people are forgetting Stan Coven. Rookie stuff isn't here. We just got a deluxe Young Guns of a Dallas guy. So it's like... So there we go. If anyone else wants to close out the other ones, we will be good to go. Arizona, Dallas, Rangers. So let me know. So close. Only 3. All right. So, anybody want to grab one of those last few, and we are good to go officially. I said the longer we wait, guys, the less chance we can get another one done before. So I'm hoping we can just knock off one more. And then, again, we might even still be able to get Ingrained or Legends or something else going right before, but that's up to you guys. All right. Okie dokie. I don't know if someone's taking those two. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to get it going, let me know. We are right there. I'm going to pretty much say the exact same thing for a while. So let me know. Said if not, no big deal. I'm going to probably finish this off later tonight, but why finish it later when we can do it now? Again, only 5 teams left. You get an overtime pack if you get 2 teams. Again, I'm just trying to get this filled before the 7 o'clock thing, because I will have to do it by myself afterwards, which will take a lot longer. So, ideally, firing off one more, me and Eric, we can crush it, and that'd be great. So who wants to get it going? If 1 or 2 people just want to take 1 or 2 more spots, I think we'll be right there. So let me know. We are so close. So I'd hate to not do another one because we're at like 4 left or 5 left. Well, there's technically 5 left. Whoever tried to check out New Jersey Islanders didn't go through, so... You didn't want anything to do with it. That's fair. That's fair. So there we go. One, Abby took another spot. So guys and girls, we are on a bit of a time crunch, so we need to get this filled in the next 5-10 minutes. We are down to 4. So somebody just wants to grab. Keep in mind, guys, you're going to get a lot of cards out of these. This is not like a, oh, you're going to get shut out. Like, you're going to get lots of stuff for trades, for whatever it is. Trade night at the shop at 5, yes. So this would be good for that. You'd have a lot of decent traders there. So 4 left, that's it. Who is next? Every spot helps. 4 left. If only you were local. Yeah. That would have been sweet. We are so close. So again, guys, you have about a 5 or 10 minute pretty much cap to get this one filled, and we have 4 left, so. So let me know. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. Someone will be coming to get you there.
Okay. Hey, how are you?
Hey, yourself?
Good. We used to hope for 6 months or so ago to come on some cards.
Yeah.
I have some different cards here.
Sure.
You want to look?
I got one. You can do it right here.
Okay.
So let me know if we are going to get this one done before, or are we going to wait till after? So let me know, let me know, let me know. All right, how about this? Pat and anyone else? I'm gonna really go after this one. Dallas and Rangers have to be separated, just to be fair. So you can take Dallas Islanders or Rangers Arizona, or Dallas Arizona, Rangers Islanders. You take 2 spots, you'll get a black pack. I'm just trying to get this going, so that way we have this done before. But you have to take in that combination, like Dallas and the Rangers have to be separated just for fairness. But if you take any of those combinations of 2, you'll get a black pack. So I'm going to even beef it up. But that's kind of my last effort before I have to get offline for the first part of the night. But I would like to get a second one done before, because that will probably be about a 45-minute to an hour break if it's me by myself. Billy, how you doing, sir? What's going on? So Billy, I'm only on for probably another 34 minutes, and I'm coming back on later tonight. One of my sons has hockey, so I gotta take a bit of a step out, watch hockey, then come back later tonight. So I'm trying, Billy. I'm trying to get those last 4 spots going so we can get this broken. But it is good seeing you, sir. So yeah, if anyone wants to take Dallas and Islanders, you get a black pack, or Dallas, Arizona, you get a black pack. Or Rangers and Arizona, you get a black pack. Why not? There we go. Dallas, Arizona look like they're getting taken. You thought hockey was done in Toronto. Wow. That hurts. That is deep. Well, at least we had, what, 3-4 weeks longer than Detroit? Let's called playoffs, Billy.
You never know.
I know it's a unique thing for Detroit in the last decade.
That's only the big cards.
Is it okay to grab a 10 or?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Alright, so if anyone wants to grab... if anybody wants to grab Rangers Islanders, we are good to go 100%, guys. So all we need is one more person. No, right now we're on a good pace because, again, there is no random, right? This is team select. So as long as we can get the Islanders and Rangers gone, also you will get a black pack. The Iser plan is working better than the Shanna plan. Most definitely not, let's be honest. I feel like making the playoffs 9 years in a row versus missing them 9 years in a row. I'll still take the playoffs 9 years in a row. Guys, Islanders, Rangers, and we're good to go. Marner will look good in the red and white. That, you know what? I actually do think he fits that system pretty damn good. I will at least give you that, Billy. I think he actually would look pretty good in the Red Wings. I don't know if he will go there, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. But I will say I feel like he'll go to a team where there's less taxes. Like a Vegas type thing, right? Or Florida. Because I always feel he's a little more money driven. And that would save him a boatload of money. Guys and girls, Islanders, Rangers, that's all we got left. We feel that we can do it. You guys have about 2 minutes to 5 minutes. Kung got us right there. And again, whoever takes those two, if someone does take both of them, you will get the added special. Is there a tariff to send him to the U.S.? That's funny. No, you just won't get past the second round. That's the problem, Billy. So no tariff, but you just get that consequence. You know what, though? To be fair, Pat, he was still good in the playoffs. I feel like people just rag on the Leafs because of the Leafs. It is hilarious. He had more points. He had literally more points than every single Florida Panther player when they were playing at one point. You're like, I don't understand why he's producing more, but yet everyone's so, like, he sucks. Well, you technically, you gotta grab the Rangers, though, Abby. That's how you get the black pack. It's not one player. Oh, no, I agree. I agree, but, yeah. So, guys and girls, Rangers, and we're good to go. But again, you guys have about 5 minutes. You have 4 teams? I will send you something, Abby. How's that? You have helped out, and I appreciate that. So you can give commentary, yeah. So, anyone I'm going to clear it out. 848. Do we have a superhero? Do you have to do it? If you do it, Abby, you do get the black pack. Like, that's a guaranteed. Think about that. How beautiful will that look? And we will pretty much go get the case. Go get the case. Eric? You guys all should be thanking Abby on this, by the way, because we were, like, dangerously close. I think the last case was, like, 35 minutes, so we are dangerously close to not doing it. All right. So 848. Should look at me for. What do you want to see? What were we looking at? Oh no. We can't say it? Why? Oh yeah, you gotta wait. I gotta wait for payment, but. Wow, you hear that guy? Eric just called me an idiot. I find that kind of rude. Alright, so 848. Gonna crush Eric again.
You think you won the last one?
Oh, crushed you.
Okay.
Did you get a double shotgun gun? No.
Yes.
No, you got a canvas gun.
Okay.
It's okay. Just admit you lost. Alright, 848, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate Abby you crushing it. Here we go. Here we go, 23,848. We got the second case of extended. All right, let's get the show on the road. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, we got triple dimensions of Honzik for Calgary, Pickering for Pittsburgh first draft, and a McGroarty prospects for Pittsburgh. We got a Reflections of Bolduc for the Blues, Silver Skates for Vancouver of Quinn Hughes, and a canvas of Grzelcyk for Pittsburgh. Silver Skates for Philadelphia, Tippett, Beehive of Matachuk for the Blue Jackets, and a canvas of Freddie Anderson for the Carolina Hurricanes. Clear cut base for the Maple Leafs of OEL, Young Guns of Hyrie for Dallas, and a Mishkov for Philly Encore. We got a future impact of Caulfield for Montreal, Ligar Young Guns for the Devils, and a Dazzlers of Toffoli for San Jose. Reflections of Rempe for the Rangers, Silver Skates of Bratt for the Devils, and a canvas for Carolina of Slavin. Oh, that's funny. We got a Nadeau for Carolina, first draft, and an encore of Lecker-Mackey for Vancouver. And a Playmakers. That's really cool. Austin Matthews. Playmakers. Austin Matthews. You saw that mustache on the table. Yep. Yeah, these are very tough to get, by the way. Holy moly. That's so cool. I love that. What's the odds of them? Billy can tell you. We've got number to 100 exclusives of Leeson for Anaheim, Young Guns of Jaska for Carolina, and a Beehive Leckermacki for Vancouver. Future Impact of Geeky for Tampa, Pros and Prospects McDavid for the Oilers, and a Young Guns Canvas Pickering for Pittsburgh. We got a few triple dimensions of Mukama Doolin for the Sharks, Pros and Prospects for Nashville of Yossi, Oracles of McCann for Seattle. We've got a Pros and Prospects Gold of Pasternak for Boston. First draft for the Wild of Ogren. Outburst Silver of Grizzlick for the Penguins. Triple Dimensions of Will Smith for the Sharks. We got a Pros and Prospects of Doan for Utah. And a Geeky Oracles for Tampa. Geeky. All right. Now do Vegas. Yes, sir. We've got a Silver Skates for Florida of Barkov. First draft of Mailou for Montreal. Encore for Dallas of Bichelle. We've got a Reflections of Bork for Dallas. Future Impact of Gauthier for Anaheim. And a Canvas for the Red Wings of Talbot. Canvas black and white variant of Rossi for Minnesota. Pickering Young Guns for Pittsburgh. And a Casa for the Red Wings Beehive. Triple Dimensions of Allen for Chicago. Larkin for the Red Wings Pros and Prospects. And a Zegras for Anaheim Canvas. Young Guns of... what do we say? Hirokawan? Yep, we're going with that for Dallas. Beehive Celebrini. We got a Reflections of Nadeau for Carolina. Future Impact of Horvat for the Islanders. And a Strome for Washington Canvas. Silver Skates Nazar for the Hawks. McGrory for the Penguins first draft. And a Stamkos for Nashville Dazzlers. We've got for the Utah Mammoth $4.99 Trilogy, Josh Doan. We got a first draft of Offman for the Rangers. And a Pros and Prospects Lane Hudson for Montreal. Silver of McCann for Seattle. Hudson for Montreal Encore. And a Bedard Oracles of Chicago. We've got a Dimensions of Bolduc for the Blues. Encore of Matthews for the Leafs. And a Young Guns Canvas for the Devils, Lagar. Young Guns Canvas for New Jersey, Lagar. Pros and Prospects Gold of Stan Coven for Dallas. We got a Hellenius for the LA Young Guns. Outburst Silver of Willie Nylander for the Maple Leafs. We've got a Silver Skates for a Winnipeg of Morrissey. Oracles for Tampa of Kucherov. And a Beehive for Pittsburgh of Crosby. 2 Tampa Oracles. Oh, the Oracles. We've got a Dimensions of Hudson for Montreal. We got a Lambert for Winnipeg first draft and a Beehive for the Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews. We got a Reflections of Will Smith for the Sharks, silver for the Islanders of Dobson, and a canvas for Washington of Dubois. Oracles for Tampa, Connor Geeky. A minor Young Guns for the Avs, and a Pros and Prospects of Matthews for the Maple Leafs. Deluxe number to 250 for LA of Deneau. First draft of Geeky for Tampa, and a Beehive for Montreal of Suzuki. Silver for Ottawa of Kachuk. Pros and Prospects of Othman for the Rangers. And a canvas of Urson for Philly. We've got a Mishkov for Philly. Silver of Lecker-Mackey for Vancouver. And a Chara for Boston. I guess it's a retired canvas. So, there we go. For Vegas, Future Impact of Eichel. Jaska Young Guns for Carolina. And a Dazzlers for the Blue Jackets of Matachuk. We've got a exclusives for St. Louis of Sod to 100. Matachuk Young Guns for the Jackets. And a Bedard Pros and Prospects for Chicago. Future Impact for the Devils of KC. We got an Encore for Tampa of Kucherov. And a Kopitar for LA Oracles. We've got a Future Impact of Mishkov for Philly. Beehive of Forsberg for Nashville. And a Canvas Sanheim Philly. Beehive Gold for Florida of Barkov. We got the Young Guns checklist. So that's between Vancouver and San Jose. Outburst Silver of Darlene for Buffalo. We got a few triple dimensions of Richie for Avalanche. Pros and Prospects of Lafreniere for the Rangers. And an Oracles of Gauthier for Anaheim. Oh, Billy, if you're here, are you able to answer what the variants for the colors for Oracles are? Like, which ones are the most rarest? I think someone said on the checklist it doesn't state it. So I'm not too sure if there are differences of colors. They're all the same. That would be a helpful thing as we open quite a few of these in the future. So, we've got an Encore Gold of Raymond for the Red Wings. Young Guns of Stezka for the Seattle Kraken. And a Kulikov for Florida Outburst Silva. We've got a triple dimensions of LaRue for Nashville. Oracles for Montreal of Caulfield. And a Beehive of Barkov for Florida. We've got a Silver Skates of Point for Tampa. Will Smith, Young Guns for the Sharks. Pros and Prospects, Stankoven for Dallas. Future Impact of Darlene for Buffalo. Oracles for Boston of Pasternak. And a Beehive, Lane Hudson. We got a Gauthier for Anaheim Reflections. Dimensions of Ogren for Minnesota. And a Cousins for Buffalo Canvas. We've got a Silver Skates. Number to 250, Austin Matthews for the Leafs. Kozak for Chicago Young Guns. Encore, Marchand, Boston. We got a Ogren for Minnesota Reflections. Future impact of Malkin for the Penguins. And a Uyghur for Calgary Canvas. We've got an Oracles of McCann for Seattle. First draft of Nadeau for Carolina. And a Pros and Prospects for the Avalanche McKinnon. We've got a Silver Skates of Stamkos Nashville. Milne for Minnesota Young Guns. Marchenko for the Blue Jackets Dazzlers. Silver of Owen Power for Buffalo. Beehive of Will Smith for San Jose. And for Seattle, Stezka. Young Guns Canvas. Somebody said tips. They remembered. I don't remember why. Beehive Gold for Carolina of Aho. Young Guns of Willsby for Nashville. Outburst Silver for Ottawa of Olmark. Olmark. Ottawa. Future Impact of Cider for the Red Wings. Pros and Prospects of Lysell for Boston. And an Oracles of Nylander for the Maple Leafs. Why were your tips?
We don't need to get into that.
Oh, okay. I legit don't even remember why.
It's not that.
That's not what?
I'm not quite the base.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh. Tips. Well, we got a Silver Skates for the Maple Leafs of Matthews. We got a Berard Young Guns for the Rangers. And a Morrissey for the Jets. Beehive. We got a Reflections of Wallsteed for Minnesota. Future Impact of Marner for the Leafs. Spurgeon Canvas for Minnesota. Black and white canvas variant of Montour for Seattle. Gauthier for Anaheim first draft. And a Will Smith for San Jose Pros and Prospects. We've got a $9.99 Lane Hudson for Montreal. Bichelle Young Guns for Dallas. And a Pros and Prospects of Celebrini. That's a really good one for San Jose. We've got a Luchenko Dimensions for Philly. Cutter Gauthier for Anaheim Encore. And a Duclair for the Islanders Canvas. We've got a Stankoven for Dallas Reflections. We got a Triple Dimensions of Doan for Utah. And a McDavid Canvas for the Oilers. Somebody broke early yesterday. Terrible. Silver Skates of Kyrou for the Blues. Casa Young Guns for the Red Wings. And a Dazzlers for the Rangers of Offman. We've got a Future Impact of Makar for the Avs. Demko for Vancouver. Beehive. And an Oracles of Suzuki for Montreal. Was it a big guy, Billy, or just a random? We've got a First Draft Deluxe for Minnesota of Ogren. First Draft of Bryson for Vegas. And a Pettersson for Vancouver. We've got a Silver Skates of Hudson for Montreal. Encore Stankoven for Dallas. Patterson Canvas for Vancouver. Beehive Gold. Lane Hudson. Young Guns of Will Smith for San Jose. Outburst Silver for the Winnipeg Jets. Nikolai Ehlers. We've got a Impact of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. Beehive for Tampa of Hedman. And an Oracles of Wyatt Johnston for Dallas. What's up, kids? Eric hates me now.
Yeah. No.
Wow. This guy's so rude. I have nothing but nice to this guy. Nothing but nice to him. And this is how I get treated here, guys. I'm going to HR. We've got a triple dimensions of Rempe for the Rangers. A Lecker for Vancouver. First draft. Encore for Nashville. Stamkos. We got a Reflections of Hudson for Montreal. Silver Skates for Calgary of Kadri. Swayman Canvas Boston. Young Guns Canvas Black and White variant. Casa for the Red Wings. Young Guns for Vancouver of Lecker. And a Pros and Prospects of Keller for Utah. Silver Skates Bedard Chicago. Encore of Caulfield for Montreal. Brent Clark for LA Canvas. We've got a Future Impact of Kopitar for LA. First draft of the Blues of Bolduc. And a Dazzlers of Lecker for Vancouver. We've got a Triple Dimensions of Dean for the Blues. We've got a Beehive for the Avalanche Makar. And an Oracles of Mishkov for Philly. We've got a Pros and Prospects Gold and McCann for Seattle. Black, what am I even talking about? Red Wings Casa first draft. And a Young Guns Outburst Silver of Pickering for Pittsburgh. I'm collapsing right now. And we finish off with the Dimensions of Mishkov for Philly. A Pasternak Beehive for Boston. And an Oracles Konechny for Philly. Alright, gonna read these off super speed. Silver Skates, Jarvis Carolina, Hyman Oilers, Mishkov Philly, Gauthier Anaheim, McKinnon Avalanche, Ogren Minnesota, Celebrini San Jose, Sveshkov for Nashville, Suzuki Montreal, Will Smith San Jose, Ovechkin Caps, Fantilli Jackets, Raymond Red Wings, Crosby Pittsburgh, Hintz Dallas, Stone Vegas, Sabinajad Rangers, Byfield LA, Marchand Boston, Doan Utah. Reflections of Geeky Tampa, Lecker Vancouver, Nazar Chicago, McGroarty Pittsburgh, Celebrini for San Jose, Mailou Montreal, Doan Utah, Mailou Montreal, Doan Utah, that's odd, Gauthier Anaheim, Ogren Minnesota, Zellweger Anaheim, Sveshkov for Nashville, and Wallsteed for Minnesota, and Nadeau number to 500 for Carolina. We got a Triple Dimensions, Celebrini for San Jose, Wallsteed for Minnesota, Othman for the Rangers, Sveshkov Nashville, McGroarty Pittsburgh, Gauthier Anaheim, Lambert Winnipeg, Nadeau Carolina, Mailou Montreal, Zellweger Anaheim, Bryson Vegas, Geeky Tampa, Bork Dallas. Future Impact, Stankoven, Dallas, Celebrini, San Jose, Keller, Utah, Kachuk, Florida, Kaprizov, Minnesota, Panarin, Rangers, Hudson, Montreal, Hughes, Devils, Nazar, Chicago, Kucherov, Tampa, McDavid, Oilers, Patterson, Vancouver, Will Smith, San Jose, Forsberg, Nashville, Aho, Carolina, Thomas, Blues. Number to 100, Nadeau for Carolina. Nadeau. And we got a Future Impact of Pasternak for Boston. Alright, Pros and Prospects McTavish for the Ducks, Kaprizov, Minnesota, Nazar, Chicago, Bobrovsky, Florida, Gauthier, Anaheim, Mishkov, Philly, Lecker Vancouver, Zellweger, Anaheim, Bichelle, Dallas, Geeky, Tampa, McCann, Seattle. Keller, Coyotes, or Utah. Bork, Dallas. Rontanen, Avs. Ovechkin, Caps. Wallsteed, Minnesota. Gensel, Tampa. Bryson, Vegas. Matachuk for Columbus. Ogren, Minnesota. Crosby, Pittsburgh. Gold of Bork for Dallas. McKinnon for the Avs. Encore, Marner, Leafs. Ovechkin, Caps. Kaprizov, Wild. McDavid, Oilers. Konechny, Flyers. Crosby, Penguins. Canucks, Hughes. Smith, Sharks. Barkov, Panthers. Dahlin, Sabres. Raymond, Red Wings. Horvat, Islanders. Draisaitl, Oilers. Toffoli, Sharks. Panarin, Rangers. Nazar, Chicago. Celebrini for San Jose. Encore gold of Horvat, Islanders. Matachuk, the Blue Jackets. And Marchand, Boston. Dazzlers of Dean for the Blues. McGroarty, Penguins. Latrenko, Philly. Zegras for the Ducks. Scheifele for the Jets. Bolduc for the Blues. Pinks, Lecker, Mackey, Vancouver. And Dean for the Blues. Canvases, Shesterkin for the Rangers. Lindholm, Boston. Johnson, Jackets. Fleury, Wild. Wallman, Sharks. Lafreniere, Rangers. Kachuk, Sens. McKinnon, Avs. Holloway, Blues. Skinner, Oilers. Reinhart, Panthers. Vasilevsky, Tampa. Power, Buffalo. Pedersen, Vancouver. Harley, Stars. Hurdle, Knights. Chitrin, Capitals. Frost, Flyers. Monahan, Jackets. Yes. Barzil, Islanders. Bennett for Florida. Werenski, Blue Jackets. Fiala for LA. Oracles of Aho, Carolina. Keller, Coyote, Utah. Ovechkin for the Caps. Bolduc for the Blues. Panarin for the Rangers. Draisaitl, Oilers. Panarin, Rangers. Draisaitl for the Oilers. Thomas for the Blues. Lane Hudson, color variant for Montreal. Crosby, Penguins. Dahlin, Buffalo. McKinnon, Avalanche. And Pedersen for Vancouver. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, he was. All right. Finish off. Beehives of Hughes for the Devils. Stankoven for Dallas. Ovechkin for the Caps. Robertson for Dallas. Gauthier, Anaheim. McDavid, Oilers. Bedard for the Hawks. Aho, Canes. Mishkov, Philly. Kreider, Rangers. Nazar, Chicago. Malkin, Pittsburgh. Stutzel, Ottawa. A gold of Smith for San Jose. Trilogy to $9.99 of Richie for the Avs. We got a $4.99 of Lambert for Winnipeg. A $9.99 of Geeky for Tampa. Outburst Silver, Demko for Vancouver. Sveshkov, first draft for Nashville. We got a Jonathan Quick for the Rangers. Bouchard for the Oilers. Carlson for Vegas. Heiskanen for Dallas. First draft, Celebrini for San Jose. Nazar for Chicago. Wallsteed, Minnesota. Smith for the Sharks. I don't know if I said Celebrini Chicago, but Sveshkov, Nashville. Lecker, Vancouver. Bolduc, Blues. Bryson, Knights. Pickering, Penguins. Gauthier, Ducks. Nazar, Hawks. Casa, Red Wings. Bork, Stars. And Mishkov for Philly. All right, young guns here. Casa for the Red Wings. Grebenkin for the Maple Leafs. Lysell, Boston. Bichelle, Dallas. Bradley, Avs. Dobish for Montreal. Grebenkin for the Leafs. Klurman for Pittsburgh. George for the Islanders. Inala for the Avs. Lecker, Vancouver. We do have two of those again, so that's great. Fellhaber for the Avs. Portillo, Young Guns for the Kings. Inala for Avalanche. Sasson for the Canucks. Milne for the Wild. Wilsby for Nashville. Miner for Colorado. Lysell, Boston. Sveshkov, Nashville. Grand for Flyers. Sasson for Vancouver. And Portillo for LA. Young Guns Canvas for the Dallas Stars of Hyrie. Young Guns Canvas for the Avalanche of Inala. Young Guns Canvas of Sasson for Vancouver. Black and white Young Gun Canvas variant, Dobish for Montreal. I'll do that one there. Clear cut for the Rangers, Zabinajad. Number to 250 deluxe for the Capitals of Wa. Numbered, I don't know what that one is. I think it's a base card. I'm still going to put it in there. I'm going to double check it. But an Ottinger Dallas, that might be a save variant or something. Like a goalie variant, rare one. I'm going to still put that in there. We got a clear cut of Parsonen for Nashville. A Young Guns high gloss for the Avalanche of Inala. Well, it's never bad to get a high gloss Young Guns. Inala. The bottom of the back. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. All-Star Skills Variation. Beautiful. Thank you. We got a deluxe number to 250 of Gunther for the Utah. Islanders number to 250 of Duclair. We've got a Montour Deluxe for Seattle 250. And a Young Guns clear cut Bichelle for Dallas. Wow. Bichelle. Very nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen. How are the acetate ones? I don't think Billy's going to tell you those things, let's be honest. I just don't think he's going to tell you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as of right now, I'm going to be back on live around 7:30. I think I'm going to set it for 7:30. It's probably the easiest for me. So, yeah, we will be live 7:30. So, does anyone have any other questions right now before we get things rocking? On a scale of 1 to 1, that's funny. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, again, we will be back live at 7:30 for more breaks. So feel free to join the other ones. I will be back live then. So with that being said, have a great, I guess, couple-hour break, and we'll see you in a few hours. Have a good one, everyone.